Modern life is overwhelmingly loud. We are constantly bombarded by noise, by endless comparison, and by the relentless pursuit of more. We run faster and faster, yet most of us feel like we are running on a treadmill, exhausted, but getting nowhere. Hundreds of years ago, Japanese philosophers, samurai warriors, and Zen masters understood a fundamental truth that modern society has forgotten. They understood that true power does not come from conquering the outside world. It comes from mastering the mind. Today, we are going to explore 5 ancient Japanese teachings that will completely rewire how you view your life, your struggles, and your ultimate success. If you internalize these principles, you will stop being a victim of your circumstances. You will become unbreakable.
The first teaching is wabi-sabi, the acceptance of imperfection. In the West, we are conditioned to believe that broken things are useless. We are obsessed with flawless aesthetics, perfect careers, and unblemished relationships. But Japanese philosophy teaches us that nothing in nature is perfect, nothing is finished, and nothing lasts forever.
Consider the ancient art of kintsugi. When a valuable bowl was dropped and shattered in feudal Japan, it was not thrown away. Instead, craftsmen would carefully gather the broken pieces and repair the cracks with lacquer mixed with powdered gold. The philosophy was simple. The damage was not something to disguise. It was a vital part of the object's history. By highlighting the fractures with gold, the bowl became more beautiful and more valuable for having been broken.
In your modern life, you must apply wabi-sabi to your own character. Stop trying to hide your scars, your failures, and your setbacks. The business that failed, the relationship that ended, the years you feel you wasted. These struggles do not make you less valuable. They are the gold that holds your character together. The modern world demands a fake, filtered perfection. Reject it. Embrace your imperfections, for they are the exact elements that make you authentic and fiercely resilient.
The second teaching is Kaizen, continuous incremental improvement. Most people fail in life because they try to change their entire reality in a single day. They decide they want to be wealthy, fit, or successful, and they attempt a massive, exhausting overhaul. They burn out in 2 weeks, lose their motivation, and retreat to their old, comfortable habits.
Kaizen is the profound realization that massive success is never the result of massive action. It is the result of tiny, microscopic improvements made consistently over a long period. Look at the creation of a samurai's katana. A katana is not forged with one mighty swing of a hammer. It is created by heating and folding the steel over and over again, thousands of times. Each individual fold seems insignificant, but compounded over time, it creates the sharpest, most unbreakable blade in history.
Stop worrying about the massive mountain in front of you and start focusing entirely on the next step. Ask yourself, how can I be just 1% better today? Read for 10 minutes. Do 1 extra repetition in the gym. Save a small fraction of your paycheck. If you improve your health, your mind, and your wealth by just 1% every single day, the compound interest of your habits will make you entirely unrecognizable in a year.
The third teaching is Ubai-tori, the extreme danger of comparison. In the era of social media, it is easier than ever to look at someone else's highlight reel and feel a crushing sense of inadequacy. You see peers buying houses, launching businesses, or traveling the world, and you feel like you are rapidly falling behind. Ubai-tori is derived from the kanji for 4 different trees: the cherry, the plum, the peach, and the apricot. Each of these trees blooms in its own specific season, at its own natural pace, in its own entirely unique way. The plum tree does not look at the cherry tree and feel like a failure because it hasn't blossomed yet. It simply focuses on its own roots, trusting its own timeline. You must realize that the person you are constantly comparing yourself to has different soil, different weather, and different roots. Never measure your chapter 1 against someone else's chapter 20. The universe does not operate on a single schedule. The only person you are in competition with is the person you were yesterday. Cut out the noise of others, lower your head, and master your own season. The 4th teaching is Gaman, enduring the seemingly unbearable with absolute patience and dignity. Life guarantees suffering. Regardless of who you are, you will face financial ruin, severe heartbreak, betrayal, or profound loss. You cannot control the storm, but how you react in the center of that storm defines your ultimate status as a man. Gaman translates to endurance, but in ancient Japan, it was not merely about surviving. It was about surviving without losing your composure. When samurai faced overwhelming odds or brutal winters, they did not complain. They recognized that vocalizing their misery would not change the temperature, nor would it defeat their enemy. It is the quiet resilience of a mind that refuses to break, even when the world is crashing down. In the modern workplace and in modern relationships, complaining solves nothing. Playing the victim attracts weakness. When you are hit by a massive setback, close your mouth, breathe, process the intense pain internally, and move forward with quiet, unshakable dignity. Respect is not given to those who scream to the world about their problems. It is earned by those who carry heavy burdens in absolute silence. The 5th and most profound teaching is Ikigai, your exact reason for waking up in the morning. A life without purpose is a life spent wandering aimlessly, constantly chasing cheap dopamine to distract yourself from the emptiness. In Okinawa, Japan, a place famous for its high number of centenarians, they do not have a word for retirement. They have Ikigai. It is the perfect intersection of 4 things: what you deeply love, what you are exceptionally good at, what the world desperately needs, and what you can get paid for. Many people in modern society have a job, but they do not have an Ikigai. They trade the most valuable hours of their life for a paycheck, existing on autopilot, but never truly living. To find your Ikigai, you must look inward and ask yourself hard questions. Stop chasing hollow status. Stop chasing fleeting trends, and start chasing profound alignment. Find the one discipline that you would do for free, but become so masterful at it that people are forced to pay you. When you find the pursuit that demands your absolute focus and serves a purpose greater than yourself, you will never lack energy, discipline, or motivation again.
Wabi-sabi, Kaizen, Ubaitori, Gaman, Ikigai. Write these down. Internalize them. True power is not a destination. It is an active, daily practice. If you want to master your mind, escape the matrix of mediocrity, and build a life that others only dream of, hit the subscribe button right now. Join the top 1%. I will see you in the next video.